On October 16th, Israeli forces released dramatic footage of their units detonating explosives in Mahaybib, a small village in southern Lebanon.
تحكيني أختي الثانية كانت عم تبكي، عملها شو في؟ قالت لي ما شفت التليفون.
Fatima and Zainab Jabber are sisters from Mahaybib who evacuated at the start of the war. They learned of their hometown's destruction on social media.
أنا الفيديو بوقتها مترابط معي مع صوت زنوبة عم تصرخ. زنوبة عم تصرخ وفلت من الغرفة، بقيت أنا يعني بتذكر إيدي هيك صاروا يعملوا، مش فهمانين شو صار.
An IDF spokesperson told NBC News that the goal of the invasion has been to dismantle Hezbollah's military capabilities and address the threat Hezbollah poses to Israeli citizens. They've claimed to have limited goals for the invasion of southern Lebanon, but an NBC News investigation found that wherever Israeli troops have tread, they've left behind massive destruction and desolation. The IDF occupied towns like Mahaybib and demolished them, creating an uninhabitable zone along Lebanon's border with Israel. In Mahaybib, the IDF says they were destroying underground tunnels once used by Hezbollah.
خسرنا، يعني أنت عم تقول بيتك راح، يعني تعبك، شغلك، حياتك، أحلامك، ذكرياتك كله راح.
This is what Mahaybib looked like before. It was home to about 250 residents and was the site of an ancient shrine that drew religious pilgrims and visitors.
وأغلبية المقيمين فيها من عائلتي، من عائلة جابر، فأنت عم تمشي بمكان كأنه بيت كبير. كيف ما برمت، كيف ما رحت، كيف ما جيت، عمتك، خالتك،
Hezbollah began firing missiles into Israel a day after Hamas attacked Israel on October 7, 2023. The Jabber sisters are among 1.4 million Lebanese displaced from their homes in the exchange of fire over the course of the following year. On September 30th, 2024, the IDF announced it would escalate the conflict by invading southern Lebanon. At the time it was destroyed, Mahaybib, located just a few miles from the border with Israel, was empty. The town was one of dozens that Israeli Defense Forces ordered to fully evacuate as it invaded southern Lebanon throughout October. The IDF captured and occupied Mahaybib, enabling an IDF combat engineering unit to plant explosives in the town. In this video, Israeli soldiers can be seen watching and celebrating the demolition from a safe distance. Satellite imagery from before and after the detonation shows little remains of the village of Mahaybib. The 2,000-year-old shrine to the prophet Benjamin in the town was also destroyed. Researchers from City University of New York and the University of Oregon are using satellite radar data to detect damaged buildings in Lebanon to assess the impact of the conflict. Since the start of the conflict, they've identified over 12,000 destroyed or damaged buildings. NBC News analyzed this data, along with data on IDF troop movements, and found that in the area the IDF captured along the border, more than 5,600 buildings have been damaged or destroyed, 42% of all buildings in this area. In many villages, the destruction is total. 86% of the buildings in Mahaybib have been demolished. Satellite images of southern Lebanese towns give a fuller picture of how the IDF has made them uninhabitable. This October 5th satellite image of Yarun shows armored vehicle tracks crossing the border from Israel and entering the town. Here you can see those IDF vehicles adjacent to a raised section of the town. And here, there are visible signs of bulldozing. By the end of the month, satellite radar data shows 62% of the town, once home to 2,000 people, has been destroyed. NBC verified videos posted to social media of IDF demolitions in nearly every town the IDF occupied in southern Lebanon. These videos show the destruction of mosques, large groupings of homes, and entire neighborhoods. This demolition took place in a border village called Ramyeh. By early November, 67% of Ramyeh's buildings had been destroyed. Influential members of the Israeli military and government have advocated for creating a depopulated buffer zone in southern Lebanon, but the IDF hasn't said this was the goal of their invasion of Lebanon.
In this house, a storage, vests, helmets. You see the hand grenades here?
In a statement to NBC News, an IDF spokesperson said it doesn't aim to cause excessive damage to civilian infrastructure, but Hezbollah embeds military assets in and beneath civilian areas and cultural sites.
Explosive RPGs here.
Now, residents like the Jabber sisters have learned there's nothing left to return to.
يعني ما بعرف شو الهدف من التفجير غير انه هو خراب وينكر انك كنت موجود هون. بس نحن كل حياتنا فوق، يعني نحن كل شيء، كل تفصيل بحياتنا هو موجود فوق. أنا فوق، أنا بعرف شكون إلا فوق.